The Dexter sequel series Dexter, New Blood understood that the series wouldn't work without one crucial character. New Blood was released in 2021 as the long-awaited follow-up to Dexter's Season 8 finale, in which Dexter miraculously survives charging his slice of life into an incoming hurricane to become a loner lumberjack in hiding. Dexter, New Blood featured original cast member Michael C. Hall as the titular protagonist, once again under the alias of Jim Lindsay, in the fictional town of Iron Lake, New York. The series interestingly dives into the aftermath of the controversial Dexter finale and gives the chance for him and his son Harrison to unexpectedly reunite. Several key characters from Dexter are set to return in the highly anticipated prequel series Dexter, Original Sin. After Michael C. Hall reprised his iconic role as the charismatic vigilante serial killer Dexter Morgan in 2021's Dexter, New Blood, Dexter, Original Sin went into development in February 2023. While it's unclear whether Hall will appear on-screen in the Dexter prequel series, which is set in 1991, 15 years before the events of Dexter Season 1 take place, he is attached as an executive producer along with New Blood creator and Original Sin showrunner Clyde Phillips. Dexter and New Blood both needed Deborah Morgan for their success. Deborah is the most crucial character in the series besides Dexter. Michael C. Hall as Dexter Morgan and Jennifer Carpenter as Deborah Morgan 1. Dexter and Deborah have always been a compelling duo throughout Dexter's 8 seasons. Even with the Season 1 revelation that Brian Moser, better known as the Ice Truck Killer, was actually Dexter's biological brother, Dexter still chose to protect Deborah Morgan, his adoptive sister, because the two have shared a strong brother-sister bond their entire lives. With the exception of the bizarre creative choice to try and have Deborah and Dexter become romantically involved in Dexter Season 7, the dynamic between Deborah and Dexter has always been one of the strongest points of the series, which is why it was smart to bring her back in New Blood. Deborah did a lot for Dexter throughout the original series. She provided both a foil to his dark and overly serious character and was the most consistent moral anchor for Dexter throughout the show. It's fascinating to watch Deborah still love and accept her brother after she finds out about his dark passenger and Harry's code, and it's upsetting to watch her character's downfall into total disarray in the final season, leading to her controversial death at the hands of Dexter in the finale. It was wise to have Jennifer Carpenter, who played Deborah, return in the sequel and replace Harry as Dexter's familial and ghostly confidant. Jennifer Carpenter was a huge source of Dexter's personality as Deborah Morgan. Deborah's unconditional love for Dexter was the backbone of the series. /WordPress/WP content/upload/2020/04/Deb and Dexter, Deborah Morgan 3688099-2560-1600 E15874684483222.jpg. While Dexter was more subdued to the other characters in the series but very vocal and transparent to the audience through his constant voiceovers, Deborah was able to give both his character and the show at large a lot more personality. Deborah returns to partly haunt and ultimately guide Dexter in New Blood, fully committed to preventing her murderous brother from making his same old mistakes, such as getting too close to his loved ones, which always results in them getting hurt or dying. In New Blood, Deborah is adamant about having Dexter stay away from Harrison after he shows up on his doorstep. One would think that after all the time that had passed between the Dexter Season 8 finale and the start of New Blood, Dexter might have changed for the better. As it turns out, Dexter still cannot help himself from developing a relationship with Harrison, even against Deb's wishes and better judgment. Fortunately for Harrison, he was able to make it out of New Blood alive but ended up killing his father in order to ensure his own longevity. In this way, Deborah ends up getting what she wanted and Dexter finally faces his own death, even if it doesn't necessarily make for the most successful and powerful finale of his character.